in the previous video.
And of course, the experiment is quite expensive. Accordingly, you can give me a like in advance, 5,000 likes, and I will also try to sit on something like creatine there for months and so on. Hi friends, hello everyone, today is March 29 and from today I start my new experiment. As you could already understand from the title of this video, here I will use creatine every day for 30 days. Which one exactly? I'll tell you a little later. At first I want to go back to previous video in which I used mutant mass for 30 days and there I didn't even think that such a good number of likes and comments would gather and that in principle there will be such a resonance about the fact that I use the gainer incorrectly and that in general I spent half of it in the toilet and spent a lot of money and generally said wrong. In fact, friends, many of the commentators are wrong. They didn't read the instructions themselves, like in general this gainer. People tell me that if I drank one such measuring cup of this gainer, first of all, it will be enough for me for a whole month. And secondly, I will probably have scored even better. Well, there is no logic at all, due to the fact that these people most likely didn't read instructions themselves. Because if you just write on Google how to drink mutant mass, they will write you 4 scoops per 750 or liter per 650 milliliters dash liter of liquids there is water or milk, and from this one portion is obtained. You can divide this portion into 2 meals depending on your individual characteristics of the body, and in general I did, but people thought that I was misleading everyone and especially encouraged people to drink in such large quantities. In fact, this is not the case. I was just following the usual instructions, and friends, don't be so stuffy. And before you write such comments, I wish you to learn how to read the instructions first. In short, this video I bought the most famous creatine from Optimum Nutrition, which comes in capsules. I haven't unpacked it yet. It cost me $50. I'm sure I could have bought it cheaper, but to be honest, I didn't bother. First, I show you the instructions again. You need to drink 2 capsules twice. If you read on the internet, you can drink 2 capsules once. It all depends on your individual characteristics and susceptibility to the drug. That's the kind of creatine we have. For the first time in my life, I buy creatine which comes in tablets. Here are 100 capsules. They have this size, and probably a little more than we have than the average stomach fill. I don't know there. Here it is about 2.5 centimeters, almost 3. I even heard such information that creatine is better absorbed in capsules. I don't know if this is true or not. I will stick to a very simple position. Such a capsule is 5 grams of creatine. I will drink 2 capsules of this on a daily basis. I will immediately drink 2 in a row. That is, I will not drink 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening before training or after. There are a lot of disputes about this, that there is a loading phase and unloading phase, that you need to drink this way and that. Someone says that more than 5 grams is not digested at all at a time. In general, we will check it all out. It can also be punched by this code on the website. He is fit there until the age of 24. In general, creatine is everything exactly. It is original. They say that it is just really the top one in the market from which there is progress. In general, in this video we will find out, and from you, as usual, I ask for likes. 5,000 likes and I am shooting a review on some nutritions that you will write in the comments. This comment will be the most spark, whether it's protein, amino acids or something else. Please do not other chemistry. I'm definitely not doing to do a review on this. Of course, I understand that there are people there with irony, but there are people in full earnest who writes to me, listen bro, maybe you will try injecting testosterone all over there or something else. But in short, there is no such thing by it. I want to at least keep my health first. In short, let's look as usual at my visual condition, and of course, we will look at the weight. What is the body weight at the moment? I will proceed from it. And the most interesting thing is that yesterday, before taking creatine, I shot a video in which reviewed my first gym. If you haven't seen this video for some reason, I highly recommended it to you. I strongly recommended watching this video. There I show all my straight results which are relevant to me at the moment. I try to do my best and the results are already quite good. I'm wondering if there will be some kind of boost after 30 days of using this creatine or not. At the end of the video, I will conduct anthropometric measurements and compare my results in the training progress regarding bench press, squats, biceps lifting and so on. I will not train on a daily basis. I will just train as much as possible and have free time, because it happens that I have a big load and it's banal. At the end of the day, when you haven't eaten once, you choose to eat instead of going to train, but it's just bad for your body. Let's start with the anthropometric data. You will see whether my weight has gone or not. Some changes in the indicators. When for a month I will film my workouts and talk about how I feel, and in this video we will see each other only twice. Today and on the final day of my experiment. We will draw conclusions from this. Let's go! I'm sorry, but I haven't bought a meter yet. Sorry for the inconvenience, but there is not much difference if it starts from 10 centimeters and this is conventionally a unit. Just subtract 10 centimeters from the end and get a real result. In general, the difference is not visible. By the way, they wrote to me that I need to learn how to pose. I'll attach this comment somewhere here. Why? I'm a poser? From the side. That's how I always pose, the same way. You're nitpicking, and just like that from behind. Friends, how would I show you? The fact is that yesterday, after filming in the gym, I safely forgot my tripod, and now this is my tripod. Therefore, it's a little uncomfortable to take off my legs, but I will try to position you so that you can see something. This is my legs looks like. The left leg is 62 centimeters, while in general also 72 centimeters minus 10, it's 62 centimeters. Such is the actual shape of the legs. I also train my calves, so let's measure them. I'm very interested in how much calf muscle I have. My calf is exactly 40 centimeters. The left hand is 41 centimeters, unfortunately not 51 centimeters as on the ruler. 10 centimeters minus as usual. In my opinion, there are no changes. At the end of the experiment, it was 41 centimeters. I don't remember how many days have passed, to be honest. Well, this is a hand, also 51 centimeters minus 10, 41 centimeters. Here is the forearm. Well, we will measure it. Come on, okay. We will measure on the outstretched arm in the unbent position of the elbow. 33.5 centimeters. 77 centimeters waist, 130 centimeters shoulders, 111.5 centimeters chest. These are my parameters at the moment. And the most interesting thing, of course, is the weight. 90.7 kilograms. In short, I'm walking on the age below 90. My mass didn't fall after consuming mutant mass. They are the date I have at the moment. A little later, I show you certain training moments. Maybe I will demonstrate my records. After that, I will show the difference before and after, if there is one, of course. We will also look at the scales. After all, I even read in the comments that they write that thanks to creatine, you can add another 2 or 3 kilograms. As they say with water. You'll hold up the water and that's it. You have 2 or 3 kilograms. Let's look at the personal experience. Let's go. And a glass of water. But basically, if you have ever drank animal flex or animal pack, then drinking 2 creatine tablets will be utter nonsense. Among other things, once in my life I was likely enough to drink BCA. They were like this big capsules. I don't know, maybe now someone will write what kind of BCA it is. Once I trained and my friend had them. And he asked me, do you want to try BCA? I tried it and didn't really feel any effect from them, but more on that later. If you want a review on BCA, when write a brand, write what kind of BCA you would like to see, and in general whether you want to see them. But in general it was impossible to smell them. They were huge. The feeling was as if they were cutting in the throat inside, and they had to be swallowed like this. In short, this is a very method that was required then. In general, the form factor is pretty normal. It's easy to drink. Let's see if there will be some kind of boost or not. I will tell you by my personal feelings. The second day, I drink creatine. One of the advantages of this particular creatine is that it seems to be even more convenient to drink it. At first, I thought that pills were not very convenient, but in practice, I realized that it is much easier to drink such pills than to pick with a scoop. When you have got powder all over your hand, either you pour into a glass, the sediments remain at the bottom. This is much easier to drink. Of the minuses, if you like me, your tablet may fall. Anyway, I got sick. It's a sad story, but sinusitis has started again. I know why. I just spent a lot of time in the cold, namely on the street. I will rehabilitate as quickly as possible and will continue to progress. And then something is not very good at all. On Monday, when I was shooting a video about my first gym, I already felt a certain illness, but it wasn't as bad as today. And today is Thursday. It's been so many days and I'm only feeling worse. Okay, we'll get well. I think it shouldn't have a big impact on muscle mass again, because I try not to run anything. For now, I will rest. I will not break the regime. I will try to be treated by using sea salt for the nose. Everything will be cheeky-pooky. I will see you at the next training session when I'm already rehabilitating.
This is about how I looked on the pump after half a month of taking creatine. We can see that I have pumped up quite a lot, but in general the form is normal. Any boxer with a 2 will still demolish the cabin, do not forget.
In general, as even has just happened to me because I finally bought new velvet rods for my car, namely 17-inch wheels, monoblocks as they are called now. Here will come to me soon.
Many men wish death upon me.
So, friends, I think that you will go to watch a video about my first gym. Therefore, I decided to show you my strength progress using the example of just 3 exercises. Although in my opinion, these 3 exercises reflect my overall muscular progress and strength. Therefore, look before taking creatine. My strength indicators in such movements as the bench press were 130 kg at one time. It can be seen that I shook them with difficulty. The squat was 160 kg for 2 times, and the deadlift was also 160 kg, but keep this in mind, the finale of the video is coming soon, and there we will see if there is any growth.
Hello everyone, today is April 24 and today is the final day of my experiment, in which I have been using this well-known creatine for almost a month. Unfortunately, this is not an advertisement. And I have already said this timing experiment should be quite short in time. So I didn't actually shoot anything here, we just compare what happened on the first day and what happened after 30 days. Such an intermediate video, which I think will be interesting to me, to find out how creatine actually works on another person, in this case on me.
But wait, you didn't even learn anything about creatine. We'll fix it now. Creatine is a substance synthesized by the human liver and pancreas from the amino acids arginine, glycine and methionine. Creatine is one of the most important dietary supplements for athletes. It is completely safe for the body and helps to gain muscle mass. Creatine is in the muscles of every person. It eliminates acids that are synthesized during physical exertion and helps reduce muscle fatigue. It increases muscle volume by increasing the level of fluid stored in the sarcoplasm. The total weight gain sometimes reaches 3-5 kg.
By the way, it has gained quite a large number of views, for which I thank you very much. Under this video also collect 5,000 likes, and according to your comments, I will take a review on some other nutritions. Maybe there is protein, well, I don't know what is popular, which they want to try for themselves. Let's see what I have on the visual component. When we will move at the gym, and I will show you what straight results relative to the day when I did bench press, squats, deadlift, and so on. After that, I will tell you about my feelings during this month on taking this creatine. Let's go.
Me again. It is a memory test now. I told you a couple of minutes ago, namely 2 minutes 55 seconds 29 milliseconds ago, that it was necessary to remember what my power ones were. So, my squat became more stable and amounted to 160 kg. In this case, I sat down 3 times in a warm-up format. Yes, you can tell me that this is a semi-poker squat, it is not full and so on, but I don't care. I am an artist, that is how I see it.
Все пятерочки, соответственно, здесь было 160, просто подход, сейчас 170.
Moreover, I am tired of explaining to people that different squat amplitudes have different purposes. The 3/4 squat trains running, jumping and explosive qualities. 170 kg I sat down twice, which is already better than my result before taking creatine, after which I dared 180. But this is already real, I don't think for a squat myself. It is just that there was no power frame in this rocking chair where it would be possible to do such a little boulder. Therefore, I had to not bother. Moreover, for the first time in my life I had such a weight on my shoulders. Now, as for the bench press, I have ripped 15 kg for 15 times. This is not my best result. I had already reached, literally a week before, up to 19 times per approach, but I did not take off the attempt, after which my pectoral muscles ached for a week. The goal is to shake 100 for the maximum number of times and approach at least 30 times per approach, such a dirty technique with a chop. Next, for a one-time maximum, I shook 130 kg, but noticeably easier. And as for deadlift, I decided to try 180 kg after 160. It was my mistake. I pulled 160 without any problems, but 180 didn't even rise from a stupid place. I think I would definitely pull 170. Please note that I pull with a straight grip, without any straps.
Вот так вот. Пам.
So friends, these are the power results I got from taking this wonderful remedy for 1 month. It was not enough for me for a little less than a month, but you have seen the results. In principle, I have grown up a little, quite a bit. Strength has improved in some moments, stability has appeared, but not without pain in joints and ligaments, because I tried to give my best in this place. And in such moments as triathlon, so to speak, bench press, squats, deadlifts, walking with such big giant steps in somewhat harmful to one's own health. And most likely that's what I got overtrained. That when I take the empty barbell, even then I feel discomfort here, my ligaments, or I don't know what. Well, in general, here in the attachment of the pectoral muscles. I don't know what it is, but nevertheless, I do bench press with 130 kilograms today quite steadily and easily. A working supplement, and I think if I had taken my results in a dosed manner and not like today, all movements in one, when perhaps the results will have been a little better. But today I gave my all in all moments once, so to speak, so perhaps the efficiency has dropped a little. But nevertheless, all results have become better. That's it. Friends,
Вот так вот
that's how I
я
look from the
выгляжу.
front, side, and behind. The legs looks like this from the front. I don't know, like this from side. Well, now let's see move on the measurements. The ruler that I haven't changed yet is still the same ruler that starts at 10 centimeters. Therefore, we simply subtract 10 and get the real number. Okay, the bicep is 41 centimeters in volume, both on the left and on the right hand. Did I align my hands in volume? Shoulders 130 centimeters, about that. The chest is 112 centimeters. The most interesting, as usual, is the waist. By the way, write in the comments if you noticed any changes. And after that, we'll look at my weight. Next, 81 centimeters. I don't know if 81 will be visible or not. 33.5 centimeters if it were a straightened arm. If, of course, you twist like this, then there are completely different size, 35 plus. Turn out 62 centimeters on both of the left and right leg. I don't know if it's visible or not, too visible to do like this. By the way, it's even getting bigger. Cool. Well, no one seems to measure the expanse of the calf muscle. Let's see. Exactly 40 centimeters on both the left and right. The right one seems to be 2. Yes, the right one is also exactly 40. So the weight at the moment, the final day of the experiment, is 91.2 kilograms. So friends, these are the results of my video. In general, I'm satisfied with them. During these last 2 months, I have been training quite actively, trying so follow the progression, watching calories. Well, as I didn't read calories, I just ate a lot at first, and in addition, I connected another gainer in which you all wrote that you need not 4 scoops, but 1 maximum. But this is not complete. And now I was drinking, it turns out, Optimum Nutrition, creatine, and I drank 4 capsules a day as a result, because it says 2 capsules twice a day. So I thought that, after all, this jar is designed for months, because if you drink like this, then plus or minus just enough for about 25 days, so much in general has passed, because I started this experiment at the end of March. The most important thing, you can see that after a whole month of the absence of a gainer, I actually didn't lose weight. Visually, nothing has gone away. According to the straight results, I didn't become weaker, but even in some movements I became somewhat stronger. According to purely personal feelings, while taking creatine, I didn't feel any side effect or heaviness, as some write in comments under this drug. I drank as much water as I had before. The only thing, of course, is that when I stopped drinking the gainer, I began to feel hungry, because as I have already told you about my work, it's somewhat so specific to me, and sometimes I have to not eat for 5 or 6 hours at all, and at the same time all the work takes place on your feet. And of course, when I had a gainer and I could in this interval there at 3 o'clock drink such 1 scoops in which there were a lot of calories, it's really saved me, and there was no such stupid feeling of hunger. I forgot about this feeling for a whole month at the moment, and I was really cool. Now I'm thinking about buying a mutant mass again, or maybe trying some other gainer. I don't know, you can advise me in the comments. I just perhaps in some of the following experiments I will tell you about my feelings about this brand, taste and other things, but I'm thinking about buying such a gainer again, because it was really easier with him. Well, somehow there was no feeling of hunger, it was more active or something. I knew for sure that you could, so to speak, refresh yourself at any moment. It warms the soul. Regarding creatine, tablets creatine was my first experience. Well, like tableted creatine, that it's in pills, this here in capsules was my first experience of using such dietary supplements. It's more convenient than falling asleep like this and being in the water. There is no such stupid feeling I just drank like 2 pills, just like, I don't know, there are any 2 pills when you have ever drunk in your life. I drank and drank like this twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, or there before training, after training, or there before training, after training. I principle did not get involved in this timing. I just drank twice a day, and in general I didn't feel any such super boost in my feelings, and at the same time I didn't feel that it somehow become more difficult for me to train. The only point is that during this month I trained the bench press exactly for the number of times. That's it. I pressed and turned to these working scales of mine. I'm extremely once place 100 kilograms for 90 times. And lately, probably the last week, I haven't been training my chest anymore because somehow my ligaments are a little sore. I just take the barbell in my hands and I feel the attachment of the pectoral muscles and other things. Also, I have never experienced this in my life before. Apparently, I overloaded a little. Well, it happens. And in general, I can't say anything bad about this creatine. The only big disadvantage is the price. According to how it works or not, it probably didn't work very well for me. Because again, someone wrote to me that there was a certain amount of creatine in the previous gainer, and due to this, it was also flooded there, and so on. Perhaps against the background of everything after that, there were such feelings that there was no boost at all. But the most important thing that pleases me is that first of all, I kept my weight and kept my straight. I even improved them somewhat, let's call that according to my inner feelings again. I will not say that I began to feel better or worse, everything is about the same. Only positive impressions were formed about taking this creatine. As far as I know, you can always drink. It is advisable to use creatine in a month to give rest to the body. But in general, this is how the video turned out. 5,000 likes under this video and I'm start shooting on some other nutrition like this, let's call it a review. And in principle, everything I, as always, wish you to be in shape and develop professionally. See you soon!